content on this video series on the annual reports due to the Texas Comptroller every May in the state of Texas. So what happens if you get in a lawsuit and your tax status is forfeit? In other words, you don't have an LLC or a corporation and a lawsuit is filed. Well, I'm going to touch on that, but first, been doing a brief shout out to everybody who's rebounding and still struggling through the economic conditions imposed by this coronavirus pandemic. We're thinking about all of you. We're praying for all of you. We're all hoping that, for those furloughed and especially those hit the hardest, that we get back to the new normal, whatever that's going to look like, as quickly as possible, and people are returning to jobs, prosperity, and getting their lives back in order. We're all thinking about you, and we're sending positive thoughts and prayers to lift you all up, not just here in our community, our state, but also those around the world. That being said, what happens when your company is in forfeit status and a lawsuit is filed? Well, technically the company has no right to answer the lawsuit. So, that is a situation where generally what happens is that a lawsuit is served on a corporate service agent, the registered agent for service, and then it comes to the business owner and they answer on behalf of the company, hire an attorney and answer on behalf of the company. And then there's an argument made by the other side, well, that business is forfeit. So, there's really no corporate bail. And that's scary because that means your personal assets can be at risk. So the way that needs to be fixed is an immediate reinstatement. And then you just file a notice to the court once the company's been reinstated, and whatever those fees and fines are, they're worth it, because you need corporate protection to make sure your personal assets aren't at risk. Here's an example. You have a subcontracting company that finishes out buildings. You are in the middle of a lengthy transaction with a general contractor. Somehow or another, there's a dispute over materials, cost overruns, whatever. And, general contractor files suit against subcontractor. Subcontractor answers the lawsuit and makes a counterclaim. And then the general contractor's lawyer says, here's this tax forfeiture notice. You don't have any right to bring those claims because that company's gone. Well, you don't. The company's not gone. You reinstate the company. And the only time this really gets to be dicey, where personal assets could be risked, is if it is a lawsuit where you're defending a claim by the Texas Comptroller for tax revenues. And that's where the comptroller can start running in little nuances about when and where the company, was forfeit, didn't have corporate veil protection, and the business owners might have some assets at risk for not having that veil up the entire time, because business owners are essentially tasked with the job of holding the government's money in trust. So if there's tax dollars not being withheld for food, beverages, payroll, those business owners can be pinched for that, for the responsibility of collecting and rendering unto Caesar that which is theirs. So a lot to digest and think about, but in the general scheme of things, it's pretty easy to get a company's corporate status back. You just, engage an attorney, or if you're yourself pretty savvy with how to get the reinstatement, get reinstated, and then, the company is in good standing. Company can answer the lawsuit, participate in the litigation. Thanks for watching this bonus content. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you have any questions, I will send me a direct message or shoot me a message on any media platform you may see this, LinkedIn, Facebook, etc., Instagram, and I'll reply back with a subsequent video answering the question or a direct message back to you. Thanks again so much for watching. Please stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the studio or on the road real soon.